Hey there, this is the review for the Deluxe Turbo Megazord from Power Rangers Turbo and Turbo A Power Rangers movie. So, which are basically the same thing since the movie is pretty much a glorified episode. Anyway, this is the first vehicle-based Megazord we got in the series. People have a lot of differing opinions about Turbo as a season. Most people like to ignore the first half, and the second half is very good. I give it that. I love both teams for the most part, you know, the old and the new. But as far as the Zords go, I really like this design. Now, I've seen mixed things about them being cars and all that, going from the Zeo powers to just cars. But I think they look pretty cool, even this setup. So I really like the colors used mostly. I like how it looks when it's formed up. I just think they're neat. So yeah, they're pretty basic though. I mean, they're cars. So you've got Red Lightning here, which was Tommy's and TJ's. And you can't really see it, but he rolls. Let's see if I can adjust this down a little bit for you. He rolls. He's got nice rubber wheels. He just crashed into Justin. But these wheels are rubberized, so he rolls pretty easily. He's pretty basic. I mean, he's a sports car. And yeah, he gets the job done. I remember specifically in the first episode of the Turbo show that this popped open and the Megazord helmet like looked at Elgar driving, but he cannot do that, and that is mostly for transformation purposes. Not mostly, it is for transformation purposes. So next is Mountain Blaster, which is Justin's Zord. His wheels are not rubberized, which I think is kind of strange. Like, why didn't we commit to having all of them rubberized? But all right. So it's an off-road truck. I guess a monster truck. I don't know. It's kind of a combination of all these things. So again, he rolls. He doesn't roll quite as well, but that also might be because of the surface he's on. I mean, his tailgate comes down, but it's also because of the transformation. This moves because of the transformation, which something of note is this piece here is die cast, but this is just plastic. It looks all right. I mean, it gets the job done. These also go up because of transformation, and when we get there, these pieces are also die cast to give kind of a sturdy connection, so that's nice. This one's the odd one out of the bunch, Desert Thunder. Yes, Adam got a minivan, and there is like styrofoam. Huh. Anyway, again, no rubber wheels on this. Actually, Tommy, of course, is the only one. Tommy and TJ got the rubber wheels. Again, I would have put them on everything. There's something I really don't like about this Zord, and it's not that it's a van, and it's not that it's kind of weird, but it's the only one that has gray on the bottom that shows really when it's in Megazord form. Like, yeah, Red Lightning has it too, but it's hidden. And when it's the part that you would be able to see is black. So why is this gray? It looks so weird, and I'll show you when we get there. But he doesn't do anything. He's a car. He's very simple. Well, he's on a car. He's a van. Then you have an SUV here with Dune Star. This is Tanya's and Ashley's. Again, it is almost the same mold as Desert Thunder. Very, very similar. But this one's a van, and this one's like a Jeep Wrangler or something. The one thing that's cool about them, even though they're very simple, is just, I like that they say power vehicle on them, which I believe is more from Car Ranger than Power Rangers. And we got that sticker here. I've actually never seen the Japanese version of this, so I don't know what the stickers look like on it. But I feel like we had gotten away from the point in the toy line where we just started putting lightning bolts in place of random Japanese symbols. So hopefully that was there, but honestly, I do not know. And then finally, you've got Wind Chaser, which is Catherine and Cassie's sports coupe car. It looks like, I mean, to me, it kind of looks like a, almost like a DeLorean. Not really. I don't know what I mean exactly, but yeah, you can see it, right? I don't know. This video, or you might not even know what a DeLorean is. You might be too young for that. I don't know. But this has that same problem that a lot of the Zords had for the Pink Rangers back in the early days especially. It's mostly white, and it's discoloring because of the plastic. But it's mostly white, but oh yeah, it's for the Pink Ranger, we promise. So it's there. And it looks like a Honda Accord almost, which is a great car. I used to have one. So pretty basic. It doesn't, again, it rolls, it doesn't do much. These are kind of the most basic ones I can think of right now outside of transformation. They are cars, they do what they're supposed to do, they get the job done. I like them because they're very well painted. The stickers are kind of minimal. You get like headlight details with stickers and that kind of stuff, and on the tops you get their numbers, which is completely confusing because if we went from Zeo numbering to turbo numbering, which they very intelligently avoided, the numbers are just all wrong. But that said, they're pretty basic vehicles, which I don't have an issue with. Sometimes simplicity is good. The thing I always thought was kind of neat, because as pretty much any Power Ranger fan knows, they definitely just ignore Turbo to Zeo's like transition, like what happened to the powers and stuff. But the shapes on Adam and Carlos's vehicle and Kat and Cassie's are very similar to their Zeo shapes, which I thought was kind of cool, but you can't really tie that in to the other three. But on that note, we'll get this thing transformed and go from there. Start with the feet. It's pretty simple to do. This folds up. There's a tab there, and then this folds down. And then, same with this one. They fold up and down, but I do believe they go this way. Move them out of the way. For Mountain Blaster, it's pretty simple. Fold this back, fold this back here, and then you split it here at the front, and these two pieces go up, and then this comes out. So these are what connect into those. No, it goes like that. See, there's a little hole there. And mine don't click very well, so I have to kind of force it in there so it'll do. In the show, you know, and in the movie, they're driving along. I don't know if I have enough room, probably. But then Tommy jumps off of a random cliff, and I keep saying Tommy, but it's also TJ, but, you know, whatever. And he just kind of goes in here, and that's pretty much it for that part. If these pieces, the front, are not completely split, he will not go in. So yeah, that's neat. And then Cat splits open here. You've got the fist, and then you take the side and you just snap it up, and then that comes down. And this one's the same. Fist, side, a nice click, and that's down. So let's move this up a little bit. And then it's pretty easy. Those connect right here. And it's a nice connection. Like, it does a good job. And then you take the back piece of Red Lightning and fold it down, and then it folds back, and it actually rests pretty well and kind of goes in there to the back of Storm Blaster, Mountain Blaster. Storm Blaster was the Rescue Zord. Anyhow, and then you push this up, and you have the Turbo Megazord. Now, mine, I believe, is complete, which is nice, because I've never really had any issues with this, and I don't remember having issues with it when I was a kid, because I definitely know I did not keep these parts. But just playing with it, I guess you could do this and make him fall over. So, on the back, there are these pieces. These little stoppers, these brakes, these balancing pieces. And they, move this down a little bit, go right here in the bottom. Try not to knock him over while you're doing it. Let's see. It may be kind of difficult to do. Where is she going in? Huh. I don't think they're specific to size, but maybe they are. Anyway. Oh, they are. Huh. I've never noticed that they were different. And I've also never gotten them wrong. So that's fun. So now they have little stoppers on the back to kind of prevent them, give them some more balance. And if it's displayed, you probably won't see it. But this is what I'm talking about. You've got all of this looking nice and uniform and black, and then here's a gray one. What the hell? I mean, maybe normal people aren't bothered by it, but it drives me crazy. Ha! Drives. You'll get lots of puns on this channel. So, you got your Turbo Megazord. You've got your Turbo Megazord Saber, which is delightfully bland and gray. And it goes in either hand, but like that. And then in the other hand, you can do it two different ways. The Turbo Megazord Shield, which is nice, fine emblem, which is also like, I guess, the power coin now in Tommy's Master Morpher when we get to that season. You know, what, 20 years later. But there you go. There's the Turbo Megazord. And he looks cool. I mean, like I said, people have their issues with Turbo. I think this guy looks awesome on the shelf. I just really like the chrome bits here. I do wish there was some uniform usage though. Why did these get them? But this one, and then right up here, whoops, he didn't want his shield. He's Captain America today. But these didn't get him either. Like, why, Bandai? Come on. Clearly you can do it here. So either give it to us on all of them, be consistent, please. Like, I think this would have looked so cool to have all the chrome bits out. Man, this thing needs some dusting. Anyway, back to the shield though. Good thing he dropped it, because I don't actually keep mine out like this. On the back of the wheel here, there's a nice little hole for this peg, and you can have him kind of wear his shield on the side, which I like to do like that. So it's A, shield storage, and B, it's off to the side. And something I also always notice on this thing is right here, his helmet looks pretty cool. I like the design of it. But I remember watching the show, well, not the show, I think it was the movie, yeah. So that's the cockpit for the Megazord. They're there, and they've clearly got this piece going through, but for some reason in the movie cockpit, and maybe I don't think they ever show it zoomed out enough in the Sentai footage that was used for Turbo, but this piece is just magically missing. It's like, that would actually be hard to work around, so we're gonna just pretend it's not there and hope nobody notices. But yeah, this is the Turbo Megazord. I think he looks cool. I got a really good deal on this. And like I said, I'm 99% sure it's complete. So that's awesome. And he does have some compatibility with the Rescue Megazord, which I have and will review eventually. And by a lesser extent, Artillatron, which I do not own yet. So on that note, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Check me out on Twitter at OG Machinations and Instagram at Old God Machinations. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. And we'll see you next time.